Here's the Ajvarski pepper, and it says it's an amazingly fragrant Macedonian roasting pepper. 2-foot plants covered in 6 to 7 inch rich red pods. This is one of my raised beds. I've got lavender here, and I'm going to put some peppers in right here, and the other side over here. I'm going to mix a little granulated fertilizer into each hole before I plant the pepper. I started these inside. They have a pretty good root system, but not wrapped around a whole lot, so that's good. I tamped the soil down around the plants, and then I'm going to add another little sprinkle of fertilizer around the top, so that as it rains, this can be dissolved and washed down. Next, I'm going to spread some compost around the base of each plant, and then I'm going to cover the whole bed with probably wood chips. That's the kind of mulch I have right now, and that will help keep moisture in, keep the soil from getting too hot in the summer, and hopefully keep my plants happy. I'm also going to pinch off the cotyledons. Those are those first leaves that emerge out of the seed. They've done their job, and now they're just taking energy from the rest of the plant. So I'm just going to pinch those off. Notice how they look different, a different shape, a little bit different shape than what the actual leaves look like. Here's the two to compare. So I'm pinching off the bottom ones because they're just going to die anyway. They're already kind of yellow. I actually planted 6 seeds and only 5 came up, so I have room in the back for another kind of pepper if I need more space for them. But these 5 are the Ajvarski peppers. So here they are with the wood mulch spread on them. And I have 3 more steps, believe it or not. Next step is watering them in. Will help start out the soil moist and let them get established. Next step is a water-soluble fertilizer, because all the fertilizers, the granular ones and the compost that I added, while all those add nutrients, they take a little while to dissolve and be usable by the roots. This first feeding here is going to be what they get from this liquid soluble fertilizer. My last step will be to add some diatomaceous earth around each one. I made sure to get the food grade, and this is, I believe it's made from the shells of sea creatures. What it does is I guess it's sort of gritty. I have a problem with snails and slugs, so this will hopefully keep them off of these plants. I planted some pepper plants over in my other raised garden, and I've already lost one of them, and there's quite a few holes in the leaves, so I need to treat around those and treat around these. It's better to wait till it's dry, but even if it rains or it gets wet because of the water I put on these, it will dry and be useful again. It's a very fine white powder. It's almost like plaster of Paris. And I just need to sprinkle it around the stems to keep the little critters from getting close to my plants. So these guys should be all set for a while. I think I will try to figure out some type of support structure